Spat.
Spat.
A marital spat.
Spate.
Spate.
A spate of burglaries.
Spatial.
Spatial.
Spatter.
Spatter.
The walls were spattered with blood.
A sweatshirt with paint spattered over it.
The first drops of rain spattered on the stones.
Spatula.
Spatula.
Spawn.
Spawn.
New technology has spawned new business opportunities.
Spay.
Spay.
Speak.
Speak.
I spoke to her last Wednesday. Hello, may I speak to Jim Smith? Yes, speaking. I know her by sight, but not to speak to. I haven't spoken to Steve about all this.
They did not want to speak with reporters.
It was the first time she had ever spoken of marriage.
I was so shocked I couldn't speak.
He spoke very softly.
Do you speak English?
I don't speak a word of French.
Several children in the class can't speak English.
A German-speaking secretary. Jones spoke at the teachers' annual convention. She asked me to speak to her students about my work in marketing.
Only one MP spoke against the bill.
He emphasized that he was speaking as a private citizen, not in any official capacity.
Her co-workers spoke highly of her.
It's wrong to speak ill of the dead.
Strictly speaking, it's my money, not yours. I earned it.
We have to pull down the barriers, so to speak, of poverty.
He was a tough politician who wasn't afraid to speak his mind.
We have to pull down the barriers, so to speak, of poverty.
He was a tough politician who wasn't afraid to speak his mind.
He was not on speaking terms with his brother or sisters.
What you wear speaks volumes about you.
On this issue, the 12 organisations spoke with one voice.
Dan, speaking for the students, started the meeting.
We don't want to go. Speak for yourself.
They're all either married or spoken for. The results speak for themselves. Her skin spoke of warm summer days spent in the sun.
There's been no rain to speak of for several months.
The house had no garden to speak of.
5 students who had spoken out against the regime were arrested.
Joe was late again today. You'll have to speak to him.
Modern art just doesn't speak to me.
This situation speaks to a need for a better tax system. The party's success speaks to the fact that many people in the U.S. want change. I am qualified to speak to this issue.
Could you speak up, please?
There was a brief silence. Then Gerald spoke up. He is willing to speak up for the rights of women.
Speak.
Speak.
Computer speak.
Speakeasy.
Speakeasy.
Speaker.
Speaker.
The guest speaker at the conference.
The keynote speaker was Robert Venturi, the architect.
Some English words are difficult for speakers of other languages.
A native speaker of Chinese.
Pay attention to the body language of the speaker.
Speakerphone.
Speakerphone. Spear.
Spear.
Asparagus spears.
Spearhead.
Spearhead.
The troops who spearheaded the rescue mission. The group became the spearhead of the labour union movement.
Spearmint.
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 Speck.
Speck.
The specs for the company's new video games console.
I sent in an application on spec.
Spec.
Special.
Special.
A special place in the classroom for reading.
No one receives special treatment.
Maria's special recipe for apple pie.
The good china was used only on special occasions.
Each village has its own special charm.
Are you doing anything special for Christmas? A party with a few special friends.
A teacher who made every child feel special.
Her second son had a special place in her heart.
Mitchell acted as a special envoy in the Northern Ireland peace talks.
Pay special attention to how you clean the wound.
A TV special on the election.
A lunch special for $4.99.
Brea's ice cream is on special this week.
Special agent.
Special agent.
Special branch.
Special branch.
Special constable.
Special constable.
Special delivery.
Special delivery.
Special education.
Special education.
Special effect.
Special effect.
Special forces.
Special forces.
Special interests.
Special interests.
Special interests donate millions of dollars to political campaigns.
Special interest group.
Special interest group.
Specialism.
Specialism.
Graduates with a specialism in tourism and leisure.
Specialist.
Specialist.
An attorney who is a specialist in banking law.
A heart specialist.
Speciality.
Speciality.
The restaurant offers a wide variety of local specialties. The region's speciality cheese.
Preston's speciality was night photography.
Specialization.
Specialization.
Industrial specialization.
Specialize.
Specialize.
Simmons specialised in contract law.
Specialized. Specialized.
Specialised training for specific jobs.
The highly specialized plants that live in desert areas.
Special license.
Special license.
Specially.
Specially.
Specially trained police dogs.
The boats are specially built for the disabled.
He specially liked the pie.
Special measures. Special measures.
Special needs.
Special needs.
Children with special needs.
Special offer.
Special offer.
The hotel has a special offer of 5 nights for the price of 3.
Special offers on dishwashers.
The wine is currently on special offer at £2.69.
Our special offer price is £25.95.
Special pleading.
Special pleading.
Special prosecutor.
Special prosecutor.
Special school.
Special school.
Speciality.
Specialty.
Our specialty is clam chowder. Johnson's specialty is medieval European history. An area with clothes retailers and specialty shops.
Species.
Species.
7 species of birds of prey have been observed.
Pandas and other endangered species.
Specific. Specific.
Game suitable for specific age groups.
A specific example of alcohol's effect on the body.
Mr. Howarth gave us very specific instructions.
Could you be more specific about what you're looking for?
A disease specific to horses. The specifics of the lawsuit. Thurman was reluctant to go into specifics about the deal.
Specifically.
Specifically.
Advertising that specifically targets children.
I specifically asked you not to do that.
Specifically, the department wanted answers to the following questions.
Specification.
Specification.
The airport building had been constructed to FAA specifications.
The bolts met all the engineering specifications.
A specification of what role each member will play.
Specific gravity.
Specific gravity.
Specify.
Specify.
Payments will be made for a specified number of months.
Regulations specify how long maintenance crews can work. The rules clearly specify that competitors must not accept payment.
Specimen.
Specimen. A blood specimen.
A specimen of rock.
A very fine specimen of 12th century glass.
Her boyfriend is an impressive physical specimen.
Specious.
Specious.
A specious argument.
Speck.
A speck of dust.
Speckled.
Speckled.
Speckled eggs.
Speckles.
Speckles.
Spectacle.
Spectacle.
A multimedia dance and opera spectacle.
The trial was turned into a public spectacle.
The spectacle of drunken young men on the streets.
Spectacular. Spectacular.
A mountainous area with spectacular scenery.
A spectacular success.
The news caused a spectacular fall in the stock market.
A television spectacular.
Spectate.
Spectate.
Spectator.
Spectator.
The match attracted over 40,000 spectators.
Spectator sport.
Spectator sport. Life is not a spectator sport.
Spectre.
Spectre.
Spectra.
Spectra.
Spectral.
Spectral.
Spectre.
Spectre.
The recession is again raising the spectre of unemployment.
Spectroscope.
Spectroscope.
Spectrum.
Spectrum.
The ethnic spectrum of America.
The bill drew support from across the political spectrum. A broad spectrum of environmental groups. The two articles here represent opposite ends of the spectrum.
The electromagnetic spectrum.
Speculate.
Speculate.
She refused to speculate.
Jones refused to speculate about what might happen. Some analysts speculated that jobs will be lost.
He speculated in stocks.
Speculation.
Speculation.
There is speculation that the president is ill.
Speculation about the future.
The witness's statement was pure speculation.
Property speculation.
Speculative.
Speculative.
A purely speculative theory about life on other planets.
Speculative investments.
Delaney eyed her speculatively.
Speculator.
Speculator.
A New York property speculator. Sped.
Sped. Speech. Speech.
Each child had to give a short speech to the rest of the class.
He has to make a lot of after-dinner speeches.
A major speech on relations with China.
Collins gave the keynote speech.
Only humans are capable of speech.
In speech, we use a smaller vocabulary than in writing.
Bob's speech was slurred and he sounded drunk.
Hamlet's longest speech.
Speech day.
Speech day.
Speech impediment.
Speech impediment.
Speechless.
Speechless.
His comments left me speechless with rage.
Speech marks.
Speech marks.
Speech synthesizer.
Speech synthesizer.
Speech therapy.
Speech therapy.
Speechwriter.
Speechwriter.
Speed.
Speed.
The truck was travelling at a speed of 50 miles per hour.
Particles that travel at the speed of light.
The speed of change within the industry.
A high-speed computer.
The population was growing at great speed.
The women's basketball team has talent, speed, and power.
She acted with speed and efficiency.
A van travelling at speed.
A shutter speed of 1/250th of a second.
A 10-speed bike.
Some school officials are only now getting up to speed regarding computers.
John will bring you up to speed.
The car sped along the dusty highway.
An ambulance sped her to the hospital.
I got caught speeding on the A40 yesterday.
The news should speed his recovery.
The weeks sped by. and soon it was time to go back to school.
The truck speeded up going down the hill.
The new system will speed up the registration process.
Speedboat.
Speedboat.
Speed bump.
Speed bump.
Speed camera. Speed camera. Speed dating. Speed dating. Speed dating.
Speed dial.
Speed dial.
Speeding.
Speeding.
A speeding ticket.
She got stopped for speeding. Speed limit.
Speed limit.
A 30 miles per hour speed limit.
Speedometer.
Speedometer.
Speed reading.
Speed reading.
Speed skating.
Speed skating.
Speed trap.
Speed trap.
Speed up.
Speed up.
A speed up in population growth.
Speedway.
Speedway.
Speedy.
Speedy.
A speedy recovery from injury. The matter was speedily resolved.
Speleology.
Speleology.
Spell.
Spell.
How do you spell juice? Pupils should know how to spell commonly used words. You've spelled my name wrong. B-O-O-K spells book.
Love is spelled L-O-V-E.
The lack of rain could spell disaster for farmers.
I can spell you if you get tired.
The report spelled out in detail what the implications were for teacher training. W-E-I-R, she said, spelling it out. A magic spell.
The kiss of the prince broke the spell.
The whole town seemed to be under a spell. After a brief spell in the army, I returned to teaching.
A spell of bad luck. Water the young plants carefully during dry spells.
A day of sunny spells and scattered showers.
He began to suffer from dizzy spells.
I fell under the spell of her charm.
An ancient city that still casts its spell over travellers.
He lay still, not wanting to break the spell.
Spellbinding.
Spellbinding.
A spellbinding tale.
Spellbound.
Spellbound.
King Lear still holds audiences spellbound.
Spellchecker.
Spellchecker.
Speller.
Speller.
Words that confuse even good spellers.
Spelling.
Spelling.
Her spelling has improved.
An essay full of spelling mistakes.
She quickly gave the correct spelling.
Spelling bee.
Spelling bee.
Spelt.
Spelt.
Spelunking.
Spelunking.
Spend.
Spend.
I can't afford to spend any more money this week.
I only want to spend about $20.
More money should be spent on education.
Mum never spends any money on herself.
The repairs cost a lot, but it's money well spent.
I want to spend more time with my family.
We'll have to spend the night in a hotel. We'll have to spend the night in a hotel.
His childhood was spent in Brazil.
Stacy spends all her free time painting.
She spent the night at a friend's house.
I love to cook, but I don't feel like spending the energy every evening.
I was just totting up our advertising spend in the last 4 or 5 weeks.
Spender.
Spender.
The new casino hopes to attract big spenders.
Spending.
Spending.
A plan to increase military spending.
Spending money.
Spending money.
Spendthrift.
Spendthrift.
Spendy. Spendy.
Spent. Spent.
He tried to eject the spent cartridge and reload.
Spent matches.
Socialism had become a spent political force.
Sperm.
Sperm.
Spermatozoon.
Spermatozoon.
Sperm bank.
Sperm bank.
Spermicide.
Spermicide.
Spermicidal cream.
Sperm whale.
Sperm whale.
Spew.
Spew.
Factory chimneys spewed fumes out into the sky.
Brown water spewed from the tap.
Groups like these use the internet to spew racial hatred. SPF.
SPF.
An SPF 25 cream.
Sphagnum.
Sphagnum.
Sphere.
Sphere.
Television's increasing role in the political sphere.
Women have often been excluded from positions of power in the public sphere.
Sphere.
Sphere. The atmosphere.
Sphere. Spherical.
Spherical.
Spheroid.
Spheroid.
Sphincter.
Sphincter.
Sphinx.
Sphinx.
Spick.
Spick.
Spice.
Spice. Herbs and spices.
Travel adds spice to your life.
Millions have bought the book to spice up their sex lives.
Baked apples spiced with cinnamon.
Spick and span.
Spick and span.
Spicy.
Spicy.
A spicy tomato sauce.
Spider.
Spider.
Spiderweb.
Spiderweb.
Spidery.
Spidery. Spidery handwriting.
Spiel.
Spiel.
A salesman started giving us a spiel about life insurance. Spiffy.
Spiffy.
A spiffy blue suit. Spigot.
Spigot.
Spick.
Spick.
Spike.
Spike.
A spike in interest rates.
The orange juice had been spiked with gin. New telephone orders have spiked in the last 2 years.
A clumsy attempt to spike rumours of a cabinet split.
Spiky.
Spiky.
Short black a spiky cactus. Short black spiky hair. A spiky cactus.
Spill.
Spill.
Katie almost spilled her milk.
Oh no, I've spilt coffee all down my shirt. He slipped and the wine spilled all over the carpet. Crowds from the theatre were spilling onto the street.
The morning light spilled into the room.
The conflict might spill over into neighbouring towns.
The enormous oil spill off the southern tip of the Shetland Islands.
Tyson broke a rib when he took a spill on his motorcycle.
Spillage.
Spillage.
Spillover.
Spillover.
Not all of the violence in Miami was spillover from the trial. The weak European economy will have a spillover effect on the US dollar. Spilt.
Spilt.
Spim. Spim.
Spin.
Spin.
The plane's propellers were spinning.
She grabbed Norm's arm and spun him around to face her.
I was pouring with sweat, and my head was spinning.
The room started to spin.
Supporters attempted to spin the Bills' defeat to their advantage.
She spun a story about a trip to Athens to meet one of the authors.
Barbara spun past in her new sports car.
I felt like I was just spinning my wheels trying to make him understand.
At the time of the merger, L'Oreal spun off its space divisions into a separate firm.
Lucent spun off from AT&T several years ago.
I'm paid by the hour, so I spin the work out as long as I can. I've only got £10 left, so we'll have to spin it out over the whole week.
The earth spin. The Russian skater finished her routine with a series of spins. Let's go for a spin in the country.
Do you want to take my car for a spin?
They tried to put a positive spin on the sales figures.
The sudden fall on the stock market sent brokers into a spin.